said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williamson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Williamson.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Going right to work up top. Setting up the screen. Still running at the 35. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to change this route. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Trojans are on the move. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
It's complete to the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Trojans have moved it inside the 20. Looking for a crease to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
From the 41. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out into the flat for the score.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to pound their way out. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give. Oh, better look out. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They are really clicking along 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They're just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown,
just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the outside to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Still looking on the move. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. And he muffs it. It's loose. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unleashes one deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. Go to the sideline, and that's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and put...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
On the move. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top with the catch. It's McCutcheon. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Fighting off the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's McCutcheon. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The short hands, it's McCutcheon. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They want to run it left here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was...
Oh, it's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now improvising. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 29 over East Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games,
turning it on! Touchdown USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. The throw. The sure hands, it's Williamson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
After that incompletion on 3rd down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for his man in the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. Hard running there. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and would it be ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. A lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. Big run after the catch, and wisely runs to the sideline to save time on the clock as they try to put together something late. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Off play action. And they got it. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.